Today is Tuesday, May 31st, and this vlog is coming to you from somewhere in Zinkenstein that I don't know what it is. Today in class we talked a lot about allies and what allies mean and what allies can help you with. And immediately when we started talking about different characteristics that an ally have, I thought of my Aunt Jennifer. She has always been one of the aunts that I've been the closest to growing up, and also one of the biggest impacts in my life. She's an electrical engineer, and she has always pushed me and told me that I can do more than what society tells me. And she was really the one who made me want to go into engineering and really pushed me and made me believe in myself that I could achieve that. And I think an important thing with that is that while she is family, she also gives me professional advice from a very neutral scale. She'll give me advice about classes and my resume and what I need to do to better myself as a professional. And it's not coming from my Aunt Jennifer, it's coming from a professional in the industry. And that's something I've always really appreciated about her, is that she is able to give me so much, and she does it so willingly and so selflessly. Also during this activity, I was able to identify several other allies in my life, such as my parents, my general manager at the restaurant I work at, and even some of my friends at school. And it really made me stop and think, am I an ally to anyone, and is there anyone that I could be an ally to? And thinking about this really put in perspective that it's nice to have allies, and I definitely use those allies to my advantage, but I also want to be that ally to another person, whether that be another female wanting to major in engineering, or just one of my employees at work who have questions about college and the real world. I would like to use my experience and my knowledge to be an ally to as many people as I can. That's it for today's vlog, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. It is Wednesday, May 20th, and Michaela really wanted to make a cameo. Here is Emma doing her laundry while I'm trying to film.
Can you stop? You're not filming.
I'm trying to do my homework, Emma! And this is what happens when you don't know how to use the dryer.
Oops.
We spent a lot of time comparing Michelle Obama and Beyonce, and I think the really important thing to take away from that discussion is that people idolize Beyonce way more, but in my mind, her accomplishments are much less significant than Michelle Obama's. Even though maybe Beyonce has inspired a lot of girls and made some really great music and empowered a lot of young women, Michelle Obama is actively trying to make new policies and enact new laws that benefit the greater good. And I think Michelle Obama has a more respectable career than Beyonce. She's not selling sex and not selling a voice. She's selling ideas and passion, and she's well educated. Personally, I've never been a big fan of Beyonce. Her music is just not my style. But I hope going forward, our generation really seeks to be more like the Michelle Obamas of the world and less like the Beyoncés. That's all for today's vlog. I'll see you tomorrow. It is Thursday, June 2nd, and this vlog is coming to you from the beautiful weather. Today in class was my turn to discussion lead alongside Megan, and our topic was women in politics. And I knew signing up for this topic that it was going to be a little bit controversial just because I consider myself Republican, and right now the only major woman in politics that's in the forefront of the news and media is Hillary Clinton. But I thought it'd be a good opportunity to kind of learn a little bit more about women's place in politics and what that means for the general American population. One thing I really enjoyed that we talked a lot about the gender card, and we did the activity with making the posters playing the gender card. And I've always been very contradicting with myself of whether or not I think the gender card is okay, and whether or not I think that women should play up on the gender card or just ignore the fact that they're female. And I think a good example of this is when I actually went to Girls State, which I talked about a little bit during class, which was basically a summer camp where we made a mock government. But I enjoyed that it was all female because it was very empowering. There was never the idea, like the whole gender card idea was removed completely. We were all female, so we already started on the same playing field. And I think that really gave me a better look into politics, and it didn't make me feel like a minority in politics because everybody else around me was in the same boat that I was. And I know a lot of girls who went through program through this camp actually ended up pursuing careers in politics. Some of them are at Iowa State right now pursuing degrees in political science. One of them is currently the president of Iowa FFA. A couple others have pretty major leadership roles in their sorority houses. One of them is even working in the Iowa State Capitol. I think this whole experience was really good to foster girls and foster their development. Even if you don't want to pursue a career in politics, it was a great learning experience, not only to learn how the government works, but really learn what you're capable of. I also learned a lot about myself. This is the first time that I had the opportunity to really pursue a leadership position and really thrive. And I love being mayor of my floor. And so the next year when I came to college, I actually ran for president of my floor, and I love being president of my floor and being on hall cabinet and all of that sort of stuff. So I think that this experience really allowed me to grow as an individual. That's all for today's vlog. I'm going to go enjoy the nice weather, and I'll see you later. Today is Friday, June 3rd, and welcome to our last vlog. Today in class, we talked a lot about imposter syndrome, and the activity really made me reflect on how I question myself and how I perceive my achievements in my life, and whether or not I attribute those to my own work or to just a fluke or an accident. And one thing I kept thinking throughout the entire thing was that I don't necessarily think having a high imposter syndrome number means that you're really, really self-conscious or like it's a bad thing. Sometimes that's good. I think that the high imposter syndrome number sometimes means that you need to prove yourself, or you feel the need to show that you're worthy. And while obviously that's not something that we need to do on a daily basis, that is something that personally motivates me to do better. And sometimes when I don't want to study for that exam, or I just want to go to the party and I don't want to stay home and do my homework, I think about the fact that so many people have questioned me and what I choose my career path to be, and I want to prove them wrong. And to me, that's a lot of motivation. The main places that I feel imposter syndrome is in my own major, where I'm one of the few females, and even though I'm in one of the engineering majors with the most female representation, I still feel like I have to prove myself, and if I want to ask a question, I have to justify why I need to ask the question, or I apologize for asking it. And that's something I really want to work forward, is knowing that I am justified to ask questions, and I am justified to be in this major, and I don't need to explain myself to everybody about why I want to be an engineer. Another place I feel really self-conscious and like I feel like I'm an imposter is at my job. Even though there's other female managers, sometimes I feel like I have to justify why I'm the youngest manager there. And I have to justify why I was given this position over several other employees. And when they first gave it to me, I even felt like I had justified to myself and to my family of why I deserved this position. I said it was because, oh, I'm around and I have a free schedule and I'm a good employee, but like, and like I was just a convenient hire, but like I'm a good employee and I should just acknowledge the fact that like I deserve the position I'm in. And so that's something I really want to work towards, is even though imposter syndrome isn't necessarily negative, I do think that there are certain things you can do to change your own mindset on certain things in your life. That's all for today's vlog, and I'll see you in the final vlog.